There are many factions in this game, as everyone knows, and a lot of them are DLC. Now, a lot of the DLC is good, a lot of it is okay, and a lot of it is kind of terrible. But the one DLC faction that is without question the best is without question the Tomb Kings. Without question, the Tomb Kings are the best DLC faction in this entire game. When I did my top 5 best factions, I completely forgot about the Tomb Kings, and that is completely on me. If I should have put this above Kislev, above the Warriors of Chaos, and above the Chaos Rulers. Okay, maybe not that. The point is the Tomb Kings are without question the best DLC in this entire game for for the best value. I need to preface this. I do think Chaos Orbs are better, but they are not worth their value. Tomb Kings are worth their value. Now I'm gonna gush a little bit about Tomb Kings here. Everything about them is pretty good. I like everything about it really. Their campaign mechanic encourages you to continue to play actually. Once even beyond getting the long-term campaign victory, and even if you put in an endgame scenario, you want to continue playing because the books of Nagash. There are 8 books scattered across the world that you, as Tomb Kings, want to collect, and they give you pretty good bonuses. Some of them, like this one's pretty good. That one's okay. That one's okay. You get army capacity. Actually, that's pretty good. That one's 10%. This one is okay. Most of these are good. Now, some of them are either defeat a rogue army, like this one right here, or you need to capture a settlement, like Skavenblight here. Now, you don't have to collect all 8. You don't. You could get the long-term campaign victory and leave, but it's kind of, are you really going to leave it there at 3 out of 8? The Books of Nagash, the Tomb Kings, these guys, they're just perfect. And let me explain why. So, the Tomb Kings have 0 upkeep. They just have income. They don't have anything that they're spending anything on. They only have income. Yeah, they could have someone like raid them and they'll lose income that way, but in terms of army upkeep, maintenance costs, nothing. It's all their settlements make money. But you start off making an abysmal amount of money. You get more money, obviously, by building settlements, upgrading them, and trade. You only get 10 of one resource per trade agreement, per trade building, sorry. But the amount of money stacks up pretty well. As you can see, I'm getting about 20% of my income from trade, which is a lot. And look how many people I have trading. I have a lot of trading. And it's really good getting this much income, because not only can you build up all your provinces getting the best units possible, but with so much spare income and not having to spending so much on your buildings because they're not that expensive when in the late game, you can just start bribing people to be your friends. Hey man, you want a gift? Here you go. Look at me. Look at all these alliances I have. I've joined the Order Coalition. I've joined the Order Tide when they hated me at the start because I just bribed everyone. I have literally just bribed them all. I gave them settlements I didn't want. I gave them tons and tons of money. I declared war on the people they hate, and the people they hate are so far away I'll never have to worry about them. I am without question the super giant, powerful empire that they fear. Like, now, obviously, I didn't want to go to war with this coalition of the Empire, the Dwarves, Kislev, the Wood Elves, and Bretonnia, because all of those forces combined coming down on me would be too much, even though I have late game armies that are incredibly powerful. So, what do? If you can't beat them, join them. give them tons and tons of money, and voila, all of them, they all love me. Look at this. 151. I have so many pluses that I can't even see what it's going towards. That's how much there is. 188. What else we got? 71. 310. 126. They all love me. 146. Now, obviously, the Chaos factions hate me. But you know what? If I wanted to, if the Chaos factions were actually winning and dominating the map, I could have done the same exact thing, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's going to be a little harder because they have minus 100 aversion instead of like the Empire, which had like minus 40. It would be harder, but I do think it would be possible still because you get so much money per turn. And that is incredible. That is Tomb Kings let you do whatever you want. You want to ally with the Order and bring and to rid the world of chaos? Do that. You want to ally with chaos? Destroy the Empire and all of humankind and the dwarves? Do that. You want to be neutral? Do that. You could play all cards, and it's pretty damn epic. And I will say this as well, it's a challenge at the start, When you start, you have Vladvar Karnstein, the dwarf, Thorgrim? No, not Thorgrim. You have, I forgot his name here. You have Teclis down here. You have two Lizardman factions. You have Empire faction here, Bretonia, Arkid the Black, Scarbrand, Warzag, Lamia. You have another Tomb King faction here. It's the desert showdown. There are, in the matter of like 5 provinces apart, there are 8 legendary lords, and it's you. They all hate you. Maybe you could get a relationship with the Lizardmen, but I just kind of prefer to conquer them. I could have vassalized them, but I didn't. I didn't want it. And honestly, I've never really gotten into a late game this far in like any of my other campaigns because I get bored. But I didn't because and this is the second big plus, their units are fucking insane. Now let's go over this. Now, yeah, their infantry is pretty standard. The Tomb Guards, they're good, but they're just standard infantry. They have 1 archer unit, which kind of sucks. They have 3. They have cavalry, which kind of suck. They have this, which sucks. They have this, which are the chariots are okay at the start, but in the late game, they kind of suck. Artillery is okay. This is only for Arkin the Black. These units, the constructs, this is what, seeing all these things in action was one of the coolest. Like I've never actually, before this I never seen all these in action, but I can confidently say that almost all of these are worth getting, except maybe the Tomb Scorpion, because it's outclassed by the higher tier constructs like Necro Sphinx, Herodotin, Bone Giant, but this is a tier 3 and all these are tier 5. So it's the stopgap, This is what you use before getting these. The Stalkers, the Usabdi, the Stalkers again, the Acropolis Knights, all of those Bone Giants, they are incredible to watch. And getting a bunch of these in one army make them overpowered. And I also like this. Cetra has a big bonus himself towards. He has a bonus towards Tomb Kings. Let me see if I can find it here. His faction effect also allows you just to build faster, which is just incredible. Plus 20 growth. Awesome. It encourages you to expand. If we look at Cetra here, and all his I typed in Tomb Kings. Oh, God. Okay, whatever. Cetra buffs Tomb Guards a lot. He has this, which gives him 8 melee defense, 4 leadership. He has the 5 melee attack. He has 6 melee defense, 8 armor. He has the missile resistance, speed, armor, And then you add in the fact that these are the Regiment of Renown units that you can get at level 9, and then look at these stats. Look at these. These all regenerate as well. Like, these things, these on their own are Doomstack material. And then you add in a Necrosphinx and 6 Bone Giants, like, you know what? How about we give it a test, boys? Now, obviously, this is a bit of a poor example, because this is just a settlement garrison, but why don't we just even forget that? You guys are going to see a bunch of bone giants. You know, I don't like giants, but if you give a giant a magical bow that can armor pierce and take out large units and just decimate everything with magic, yeah, I'm going to like using that unit. Oh boy. Oh god, here they come. Oh, it's beautiful. It wiped out half the unit in one volley. It's beautiful. And they explode on top of it. And if they get close, how can they get... Well, first of all, I have my entire rest of my army to defend them, along with the 2 other constructs. Don't you just see? This is the type of stuff you want to see in the late game, you know? The early game, you have to think strategically, you know? You gotta be careful with your movements. You have some weaker units, weaker armies. If you one wrong move, and you could screw up a whole campaign, but if you get to the late game, you get elite units like this, the game rewards you. You just get to watch them fucking destroy everything in sight. And that's what this game should be about. Rewarding the player. Give them satisfaction. Give them what they want. It's just so nice to see. Where's that Necrosphinx? What are you guys doing? Get over here. And Cetra himself is basically almost a one-man team. 94 melee defense. I mean, attack. It's just incredible. And don't worry about even if the giants do go into melee, like, they're giants, they can hold themselves off just fine. When you get some Necrosphinx in here, I think just what the I didn't know the Tomb Scorpion could go underground. Oh my god. Bro, see, this is why you want to pay it. This is why you want to look at these big constructs, because they're crazy. Oh no, these bats are attacking my unit. What on earth shall I do? If only someone would fire on the... Oh, come on, guys. Shoot them. You think I care about friendly fire? You're all a bunch of undead skeletons. Fire. Oh, that's the one downside. They don't... For some reason, they don't do that. But yeah, this is what the game should be about. Just destroying everything and enjoying the results. They just shot that one skeleton to death. So yeah, Tomb Kings, best DLC. Best value, best everything. Okay, Chaos Storm's a better campaign mechanics, but Tomb Kings are just better to me. Okay, thank you for watching. Goodbye. Did I edit it? Oh god, I hope that ends. Oh shoot.